Oh, come on. It's not about gender. This whole thing is definitely not about gender. It's character, you know. Don't give us that baloney. Come on, all right? Okay. All right. Okay, so the point of the challenge is basically, you know, you have to trust the team, kind of. The thing is, I think the instructions are a little ambiguous. You know, maybe. You know, it's, also, you know, you're dealing with a couple interesting little guys, but oh well. Okay, that's the idea. So basically, you have to make everybody work together. You can't just say, oh, it's got to be this way. Okay, I gotta go with Hyper Strike for best intro. Just wow, that was the best intro of them all, man. Okay, the thing is, why would they do ridiculous things that they thought Stan would tell them? Well, considering how Stanley is always telling them to do ridiculous things, you know, it's kind of within the norm. So, you know. You know, to be awesome right now, if they had you know, basically Dr. Dark issues this challenge. He says, one of you have to sacrifice yourself in order for the rest of you to get out. You know, that's the only way I'm going to unlock and let you out. So basically, you have to decide which of you is going to sacrifice, you know, your place. Which, you know, and you know, you have to decide amongst yourselves. You know, and just watch them go nuts on each other. You know? But if you're worried about that, then like after a while, if they got kind of crazy, you'd say like, all right, look, why don't you guys vote each other off, you know, and just take a secret ballot even, or who knows. Well, a timer. Right? But I will say this: I like the whole challenges that they presented. This is, in my opinion, this is better than last year because it's more of a challenge. It's more of like, we're going to do, you know, we're really going to put you guys in a stressful situation. You know, that, in my opinion, that's a really good way to, you know, approach it. So, you know, way to go, producers of, you know, Who Wants to Be a Superhero?
Hygena could have been more involved.
Where? In what?
I was kind of surprised that the boys felt I could have been more involved. I could have been more involved with the construction. You guys are very strong. You're very opinionated. Animated about your opinion. Yeah, and the testosterone is high, and it's really hard to slide in there.
Well, it's more personality. I've been in situations like that where like you just all these A personalities. You have an idea, but it's like, nah, these guys are bulldogs. They want to, you know, chew each other up, you know, for a bit.
So I set aside to let people who did take the lead.
The Defuser shouldn't have dropped the pole.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't drop it. I held on to my end, bro.
Yeah.
Because we snapped or just came out of the
Came out of the thing.
Right. I put that, I was disappointed that it did break because I made such kind of a big thing about we can't break it. And so that's what I put about you because you were holding it at the time.
Yeah, so it broke in his hand. That really sucked, you know. Ooh. With the kids.
You can be kind of pushy sometimes.
Ooh.
It can overshadow. I know it feels like it overshadows me sometimes. Like, I got this theory and it's right.
The one critique that I got was that I can be a little bit pushy, and I've actually been told that before.
Only right. The moment people get back and say,
So sometimes you can be a bit of a queen. Wow, that's it? Okay. You know, I mean, they all did pretty good, in my opinion, you know. Or who knows, the creative editing, but, you know, it's just a question of like, all right, well, who is less perfect, you know? So, they all did good, in my opinion. Final Three is the League of Champions. Hell yeah, dude.
wow, I am in pretty strong company. And what I have, what, Mr.
Yeah, I noticed it too.
Becoming a traffic menace was the right thing to do.
You had these people stand in a cage with bees and get honey dumped on them. You told these people they had to ride a roller coaster. You told people they had to borrow people's clothing. and you challenge them on these ridiculous, like,
Super wedgie. How do you think I should proceed to help
like what sort of, reality, are we supposed to be believing here, by the way?
Zero student for
Oh. Why? Because he's almost like a teacher. Oh. Wait, ask you for weeks? How long has the show been on, man? This is episode, 6, 5? What? Come on, man.
I just felt that was my place during that mission.
That's episode 4, right?
You told them your real name.
Oops. Oops.
just like the bird.
Oops.
Turns me over. The superhero never reveals his or her secret identity.
Oh, come on. Okay. But Mr. Lee, aren't all your comics, or like half your comics full of like, little kids who are like trusted, like what is Jimmy, like, or Lois, not Lois Lane,
Parthenon.
I don't know. It's just so hard to wrap my logic around Mr. Lee and the way he presents his show, so sorry about that.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. Yeah, nailed it. But, damn, dude. Wow, those 3 guys.
Hygena.
And plus, who will clean up the house? I can do it. I can be your superhero.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Lee, the reason I feel like I should stay in the lair is I want this. And I wanted to come on the show to prove that I was not only a hero, but a superhero.
Are you saying that you want this more than any of the others do?
I feel like I want it more than the others do, but differently.
That's what feedback said.
Each one of us has their own reason for being here, and mine is to be the next superhero, and I feel like I can do that.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hyperstretch.
I have dedicated my whole life to awesome stuff like superheroes. I loved superheroes growing up. They're a big part of who I am. I know I have the potential to inspire people, and I know if you keep me in the lair and let me be the next great superhero, I can inspire thousands.
You seem to want to
I believe it.
Parthenon attacking the code. You acted heroically by involving your students in the challenge. You took their feelings into account despite the impact on your own performance.
What do you guys think for that one?
Self-sacrifice.
Did you just get a battery, a wire, and an iron rod?
On the other hand, in Dr. Dark's great, once again, you weren't really a leader, were you?
No, sir. I could have taken more of a leadership role in both areas. I understand that now.
The superhero is the leader.
Well, Mr. Lee, you put them in 2. You put these guys in 2 situations where they had to interact with a group, and it could have gone any which way. So.
In Dr. Dark's crap.
And then shove the pipe on top of that, and it'll be able to lift it.
But what greatly concerns me is, with Mr. Marina's students, you didn't make them feel an integral part of the task.
That actually concerns me as well. I have many nephews and nieces, and I feel like I bond well with children, so that's very surprising.
You should know by now.
Oh man, you poor guy.
The human qualities of being.
They all say yes, sir, to Stan Lee, and the reason why you say sir is a sign of respect. It's a sign of I recognize you as a leader to me. But with all these ridiculous tasks that Stan Lee is having these guys go through, it's, and also the ridiculous level of scrutiny he's putting to these people. I've been in situations like that before, and a ridiculous level of scrutiny, and it's more about how can I find fault with this person, and to me, that's not a good relationship. That's not a good working relationship. Yes, it's a challenge. Yes, you have to eliminate people. Yes, you have to be critical. But in my opinion, how do I respect a man who has, who comes up with ridiculous reasons to criticize, people for their behavior? So, I mean, but then again, it's the whole nature of the program.